Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen, and today we're going to be talking about a player that the Rams acquired 2 days ago via the waivers, adding him to the practice squad, and that is Rashad Weaver. I'm going to get into what he brings to the table, why I think he could end up being an actual steal here, and I'm pretty excited about him. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Kick. And in addition to that, just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor is Prize Picks, and you can go and use Prize Picks right now. Sign up using my code JKBogan. Get $50 instantly when you play your first lineup. Just put in $5. Win or lose, you're going to get $50 instantly. And you see right here, we got some interesting stuff. The Saturday night game, or Saturday game, excuse me. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and Houston Texans. And so right away, I'm looking at this right here. CJ Stroud, having more than a touchdown, or having a touchdown pass, 0.5 passing touchdowns. So you can hit more there. You could also add Nikola Jokic, who has the Christmas Day essentially gimme here, and you can go back here, and we're going to have, and I love the way they do this over on Prize Picks. They have the popular, so for whatever people have, obviously we have it filtered right now for the Saturday night game, but if you want to look at, say, the Rams game against the Jets, which is going to be on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time, I love Puka Nacua. I will pretty much always take more than his projected receiving yards because I think he's capable of it any single game. So I like this one in particular a ton. But you can head on over to Prize Picks if you haven't already signed up using code JKBogan, $50 instantly when you play a $5 lineup, win or lose. So shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. All right, so Rashad Weaver, who is he? Well, Rashad Weaver is a 27-year-old pass rusher that was waived, essentially, and cut by the Tennessee Titans. And the thing I find really fascinating by him is this is somebody coming out of Pittsburgh that I really liked in college. But the issue has been his injuries. And he did suffer a broken leg early on in his career, bounced back from that. And in 2022, he had a season where, while he didn't get a ton of opportunities, he still had 34 pressures. He had around 5.5 sacks. And, this is somebody that really flashed something, at least as a pass rusher. After that, though, he lost kind of that opportunity. And the reason being, because people will ask, why did he go from that, showing the potential to be something, to not really getting on the field? And I think that's obviously a very fair question. But the reality is that he has a hard time as a run defender. Okay. And I understand that might have people, running to the hills. But I think when you look at, you have Harold Landry, you have Arden Key in 2023. And I think that kind of took him out of essentially, the favor. He fell out of favor with the coaching staff. And then, I just think when you're not able to, hold contain and, you try to, split a double team or whatever, and you break everything open, and you're not a reliable, you're a liability in the run game, it could really hurt you. And so I think Rashad Weaver felt victim to that. And look, I understand some people might not be interested in him because of that. Jalen Harrell this year, Landry, and of course Arden Key in 2024 have all played over him. So I understand why some people might not be interested, but the Rams did place Nick Hampton on the IR. He's done for the year. And so I think now, looking at Hampton, the unfortunate injury there was kind of more of a situational pass rusher, didn't really come in and play a ton, but when he did, he was more so rushing the passer. This is how I feel Rashad Weaver can contribute to this Rams team, and I think he is going to contribute to this Rams team. We'll see what ends up happening when it comes to Weaver, but this is a good player that has shown at least that he is good in one area, and I understand, obviously, being able to stop the run is a big deal for sure, but make no mistake about it, This is a big deal to go out and get a guy who has, some, let's be honest here. He actually has some potential that you're getting late in the season, adding him to your practice squad. And if you trust the Rams coaching staff, this can end up being something. This is a guy that's explosive. This is a guy that can win with power. This is a guy that can, disengage with his arm, like his hand usage, right? And then in addition to that, he's got crazy bend coming off the edge. So I do think it's going to be really fascinating to see, a guy that has a nice athletic profile here and has tools, genuine tools, for a team like the Rams who have a great coaching staff and who get the most out of a lot of their players. They get to bring him in. Is he going to play right away? I don't really think so, but he's going to stick on that practice squad. And, at worst, he's either going to be cut before the season or he's going to be brought on for next year's roster, signing a futures deal, which all practice squad players are eligible to do. The futures contract will essentially guarantee a spot next year on the roster, so be it. If the Rams want him or not, he would go on the 90-man roster after the season, and that would be great. If it's, doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I think there's a chance that he could see the field. And, in the capacity of, this guy had a 98 percentile 10-yard split coming out of college. And, he was a 93rd percentile in the 3-cone drill and 89 percentile in the shuttle. He's not the fastest, downfield on a 40-yard dash, but you see those splits, and that's really all that matters, at that position. At a guy that's standing at 6'4", 259 pounds, he's going to give you, some good size. So do they have a potential steal? I think they do. I understand, Weaver has some issues in the run game for sure, but I think that the Rams can turn this thing around. He's already proven it in the NFL that he can win at the point of attack. He can win one-on-one. He can disengage. He's not just, I'm going to run around and, hold that corner and use my bend to get around and use my speed. No. He's winning multiple ways, and so I think that is very translatable to where he is now with the Rams. Is he going to play a little bit? Maybe. Is he not? I don't know. But I do think that he can really fit into that Nick Hampton role, very so often, just coming in and just rushing the passer, getting him comfortable, and then maybe starting to kind of expand on some of the things that he is lacking. So the 27-year-old pass rusher out of Pittsburgh, he was cut by the Titans. We've seen the Rams take on reclamation projects in the past. This is a guy back in March that I actually had on the Rams' radar to potentially trade for. I felt like he wasn't getting the opportunity. Sure enough, I was right on that regard because he wasn't. But I felt like he'd be a nice, really, really low, buy low option. And now they just got him for free. So we'll see what ends up happening. But I think it's definitely worth mentioning Rashad Weaver, who will be wearing number 45, is on the Rams practice squad, has actually had some success in this league, albeit on a very minimal level, but enough to make you feel like if the coaching staff does their job, he could end up being a steal this time in the season. So you don't always find talent like this late in the year, but then again, there are teams that are just kind of moving on. They know that, hey, we're not that great of a football team. We might even see Calais Campbell if, the Miami Dolphins, they, kind of give up on the season. If they blow it, we could end up seeing the Miami Dolphins cut Calais Campbell and have him go to a contender. But I think more so when it comes to a guy like Rashad Weaver, it's all right, do you make any sense into the grand scheme of things? And with the Titans the way they are, there's a lot of bad football being played. There's going to be a lot of new guys coming in next year, a lot of old guys leaving. And so I think that played into it. So I like this. I like the Tony Fields move, as I said, although he hasn't gotten on the field since they added him in the practice squad. But I love the idea of using the practice squad the right way, picking up players that have potential, have legitimate tools, and maybe have even flashed a bit at the pro level, and just hoping that one, change of scenery helps, but two, you take the tools, you take that, not blank canvas, but you have something to work with on that canvas, and then you expand on it. And that, to me, is what the practice squad's all about. We'll see if the Rams do that. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about Rashad Weaver. Definitely, go up and check out some of his highlights, if you will, or, just some of his reps. I posted some on Twitter. I'd share them, but again, I don't want my, account getting copyright claimed here. But that's going to do it. So again, special shout out Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. JK Bogan is the code. $50 instantly when you play a $5 lineup at sign up. But that's going to do it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe we'll see number 45, Rashad Weaver, on this Rams roster going into the playoffs. Maybe not, but I like this move regardless. See you guys soon. Later, folks. Just want to let you guys know that we are doing all 22 live breakdowns every single week, Rams football related, over on Kick exclusively. That's kick.com/JKBogan if you want to get in on the action. And if you want a little something more than just football, I also do gaming streams as well. So check that out. Link is in the description, and hope to see you there. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.